Parisian chic is less about a recognizable decorating formula and more about creating an atmosphere that feels effortless, cultured, elegant, and genuinely lived in. For small apartments, this philosophy is especially valuable because it shifts attention away from square footage and toward proportion, light, texture, and character. French-inspired interiors traditionally avoid the feeling of a perfectly coordinated showroom. Instead, they combine different periods, materials, and influences so the result feels collected over time. In 2026, this approach remains relevant as interior design continues moving toward individuality and away from overly manufactured spaces. The foundation is usually restrained, a sophisticated neutral palette, natural materials, carefully selected furniture, and architectural details that provide visual identity. But restraint does not mean minimalism without personality. Books, artwork, vintage objects, textiles, and personal collections can all contribute to the story. The real secret is editing, knowing when an apartment needs another layer and when it needs more breathing room. Parisian chic creates beauty through balance, allowing elegance and everyday comfort to exist together. One of the most important principles for small apartment design is understanding that spaciousness is not determined only by measurements. Visual proportion, circulation, natural light, and furniture scale can dramatically change how a compact interior feels. Parisian-inspired design often uses these elements subtly rather than relying on dramatic transformations. Furniture should be appropriately scaled, pathways should remain clear, and vertical lines can be emphasized to draw the eye upward. Curtains positioned to complement the height of windows, tall shelving, vertical artwork, and architectural trim can all contribute to this effect. Mirrors are another classic tool because they can reflect light and create additional visual depth when positioned thoughtfully. In 2026, there is also increasing interest in keeping interiors visually calm, which makes small spaces feel less crowded. Instead of filling every available surface, designers are giving important objects room to stand out. Natural daylight becomes part of the decoration, while layered artificial lighting creates atmosphere after sunset. The result is an apartment that may remain physically compact but feels considerably more open, balanced, and sophisticated. Material selection is one of the strongest ways to create a sophisticated French atmosphere without relying on excessive decoration. Parisian interiors often gain richness from the interaction between plaster, wood, stone, linen, wool, ceramic, glass, and aged metal. These materials bring different textures into the same visual conversation, creating depth even when the color palette remains relatively quiet. Rather than relying exclusively on bright white, contemporary interpretations of French design often explore nuanced shades such as warm ivory, creamy beige, soft gray, muted taupe, dusty blue, pale green, and restrained earthy tones. These colors work because they provide a calm foundation while allowing artwork, furniture, and vintage pieces to become accents. Another important characteristic is imperfection. A slightly worn wooden surface, an aged frame, a faded textile, or an antique object can make an apartment feel more authentic. In 2026, this appreciation for patina connects strongly with broader interest in sustainability and conscious consumption. Choosing durable materials, repairing existing furniture, incorporating second-hand pieces, and avoiding disposable trends can make an interior both beautiful and more meaningful. The goal is not perfection, but depth and longevity. beautiful design must still support everyday life, and this is where Parisian chic becomes particularly useful for small apartments. A successful interior needs to accommodate storage, movement, work, relaxation, dining, and daily routines without sacrificing visual character. The solution is not necessarily to hide everything or create an ultra-minimal environment. Instead, functional elements can be integrated into the overall design language. Vertical storage can take advantage of unused wall space, furniture can serve multiple purposes, and built-in solutions can reduce visual clutter. At the same time, traditional French references can be balanced with contemporary convenience. Classic architectural details can coexist with modern appliances, streamlined storage, contemporary lighting, and technology. This combination creates a home that feels rooted in history without becoming nostalgic. Lighting is especially important because it influences both function and mood. Rather than depending on one bright ceiling fixture, multiple light sources at different heights can create a more comfortable atmosphere. In 2026, this combination of practicality and personality is increasingly important. The ideal small apartment is not simply attractive, it is flexible, comfortable, organized, and capable of adapting to the changing rhythms of modern life. The most enduring lesson of Parisian chic is that a beautiful home should feel personal rather than programmed. Trends may influence colors, materials, furniture silhouettes, and decorative details, but timeless interiors are built around principles that remain useful regardless of the year. Good proportion, natural light, thoughtful layering, quality materials, meaningful objects, and a sense of visual balance can make even a modest apartment feel sophisticated. In 2026, French-inspired interiors are evolving toward an especially personal interpretation of elegance. Instead of reproducing a historical Parisian apartment exactly, homeowners can combine vintage influences with contemporary lifestyles, sustainable choices, and modern comfort. The result can be refined without being formal, minimalist without being empty, and luxurious without being expensive. Most importantly, small space design should not be viewed as a limitation. A compact apartment can actually encourage better decisions because every piece must earn its place. When furniture, lighting, artwork, textiles, and architectural details work together, the space develops a quiet confidence. That is the essence of Parisian chic, not perfection, but character, not excess, but intention, and not simply following a style, but creating a home that feels effortlessly, authentically yours.